Good morning, everybody. Coming to you live. It's a Friday morning in Tokyo. Hello, no, it's not. It's a Thursday morning. I'm 2 days ahead of you now. It's a beautiful, beautiful day, and I'm riding into Ebisu. If this light ever changes. Looks like a pretty clear signal as well. Here we go. Making sure we got some chats going here. For some very odd reason, I'm not seeing whether or not you guys are seeing me. I'm pretty sure I switched us to public. So, oh well. Hopefully you're hearing me and seeing this commute here in Tokyo on Thursday morning, heading into Ebisu. Got a job today for the Teikoku Hotel. It's a historical documentary. The Teikoku Hotel is the Imperial Hotel, very near the Imperial Palace, and it's in Hibiya. Hibiya is the closest station, and actually the original building was designed by Frank Lloyd Wright. But they tore it down 3 years after the 1964 Tokyo Olympics. Due to, it was in disrepair, which I find hard to believe, but also the ground there was not cooperating. It was a bit unstable, I think. So they tore it down and they rebuilt it. But this documentary today is the historical documentary about the original. It was known as the Imperial, or the Wright Imperial. So it should be interesting. But before that, we got lots of stuff to talk about. We just clicked over to 10,000 subscribers on the channel. So thank you guys very much for that. It's been a long road to 10,000. Right, we're taking the expressway today. Something's flapping around here. What the hell is it? So we're going to see how this commute is. Actually, it looks pretty light right now. But it always bottlenecks once you get closer to the Shuto. The Shuto is the the central expressway that runs through Tokyo. So as you can see on the right side here, all of these cars, they are headed for the tunnel, the Yamate Tunnel, which is always a cluster bunch in the morning. But for a major city, you would expect a lot more congestion, but Tokyo is, yeah, well, I mean, there is absolutely congestion, especially during the holidays, which we have one coming up, Golden Week, and this is the longest Golden Week, I think, in history. It's 10 consecutive holidays. That's golden, folks. And the roads are golden when you're in Tokyo during Golden Week, because everybody goes out of town, and you do not, I repeat, do not want to be on the roads heading into Golden Week or coming back from Golden Week. It is a nightmare. It's basically like this, what you see on the right, for dozens and dozens of kilometers. What is, something's flapping around here and it's starting to aggravate me. What is it? It's like my So yeah, it's looking like heaven right now, isn't it? This is not a bad commute at all. So off to our right here, this is Ikebukuro, right off to the right. This giant smokestack is the garbage incinerator, which in itself, technologically, is amazing. Basically, all the trash in Tokyo is burned, except for the recyclable stuff, but everything else is basically burned, but in a very efficient way. So, not only is there very little emissions, but there's also the ash. The byproduct of all of the burning is then made into cement. How brilliant is that? I'm sure other countries probably do the same thing, but it's a wonderful idea. Boy, this is nice out today. Temperature's great. I'm just wearing a leather jacket and a t-shirt and a jumper, a hoodie. I think that clacking sound we're hearing is the microphone cable. I've got a mic in the helmet, and I think that's flipping and flopping around. So please pardon it. Little cemetery over there on the left. This is a very smooth commute. So I left a little bit after 9 a.m. and this apparently is a sweet spot. Doing about 110 right now. Catching up to traffic. Yeah, okay. Here's where the bottleneck starts. Woohoo! This is where the bottleneck starts. So we just do what any respectable motorcyclist would do. You split the lanes. Because we got places to go, people. So right up here is the Tokyo Dome. Over here on our left, behind this is the Tokyo Dome. Can't see it now. Ooh, a nice Bentley. Woo. Very nice. I'm sorry guys, if you are chatting, this is making me question if there was some sort of error because I'm not seeing the chats. That's unfortunate. I was hoping to chat with you guys on the way in. But you know, live streaming, there's so much room for error. It's frustrating, and it's really off-putting. This is right over here is Jimbocho on the left. No, sorry, Suidobashi. That's Suidobashi. The JRA, the yellow building back there, was the Japan Race Association, where you go and watch horse races on the big screen and bet. But yeah, live streaming, it's disappointing. I spent a lot of time. I hadn't live streamed through the GoPro in a while. Right now we're going through the GoPro, so there's a delay in what I'm seeing and what you guys are seeing, and what I'm saying, what you guys are hearing. There's about a 20-second delay. So you have, rather than just going directly through your phone into a YouTube live stream, there's another link in the chain, and that's the GoPro. And it doesn't sync real smoothly every time, and it's just a hassle. It really is. There's another Bentley convertible. Nice. And we got another bicyclist. We got another motorcyclist behind us. He's riding my tail. Well, you're gonna have to wait, pal. Ooh, this is tight. That's tight. Ooh, there's a Tesla. So we'll be heading off to the right here onto the Shuto Expressway. Heading into Ebisu. If you're just joining, my name is Peter Von Gomm, and this is the Peter Von Gomm Japan channel. Welcome. We are commuting Thursday morning in Tokyo, and we're heading into Ebisu, and this turkey ahead of us is trying to be a jackass, and he's doing a really good job at it. And this is the PVG lane. Just keep out for coppers. Keep an eye out for the coppers. Shoot. Should have gotten out of the other side. Now that other guy on the bike just passed us. Blasted. See that? Isn't it convenient being on a motorcycle in Tokyo? It's just lovely. Absolutely lovely. Hoo-dee-hoo. Yeah. Oh, looks like a military Jeep up here. Occasionally you see them. They're never in a convoy. It's usually just one or two. But just a classic old style, like an US Army Jeep. It's got the gas can on the back. Just stripped down, bare essentials, military Jeep. Let's get alongside of it and take a look. What? No power windows? Jeez. I guess the Japanese military spending a little more frugal than the US. So we just turned over 10,000 subscribers on the channel. I looked at it this morning, it was 10,006. So thank you so much everybody for subscribing and following along on this journey. It's been a very busy last couple of months and I just have not had time to create any content. This is my hobby. Most of you know that I'm a voice actor for a living. And it ebbs and flows. Some days, yeah, I might have a week with 3 days off. Or I might have a week where I'm working every day, including weekends. It just depends on what's available. So, this year so far has been really busy. And that's my career. So I gotta take that work when it comes. And YouTube, I enjoy it, but it's my hobby. It's a SL350 convertible, not too shabby. Very, very much heaven today in the commute. Look at this, this is great. Okay, we're just passing through, this is Tameki-Sano, and Akasaka is right over there to the right. There's Roppongi, that's Roppongi Hills. You just missed it, it's behind that other building now. That's Roppongi Midtown right over there. And we're gonna get over in this lane heading towards Meguro. Yeah, So, heaven today. The commute is really light. Here's the Ferrari showroom and dealer, one of them in Tokyo. There's a few, I think, but this is one of the main ones. Pretty nice. I did this job yesterday. The Cannes Film Festival's coming up. The season where a lot of the top advertising companies make case studies of their ad campaigns for the year to try to get awards, and you get awards and you get more clients, and that's how the ball rolls in the advertising world. So this particular case study that I narrated was for a hit TV series here called More Than Likes, and it's about high schoolers, teenagers that are addicted to social media. And it was a huge hit here, and I think it's being made. It was a TV drama, I think, and then made into a movie, and massive hit. And the premise of the story is this girl, she's addicted to social media, but she's not very popular. She's always on her phone, and she wishes that she could be popular. And she makes a wish, and then she wakes up and she's in a parallel world where social media, people with more social media influence are the upper hierarchy. So the nerd of the class is now boss, and the queen bee before, who wasn't into social media, now she gets bullied. And anyhow, it's interesting. But it made me think about this whole social media thing, and YouTubing and Instagramming and blah blah blah, and it's stressful. I mean, this is just my hobby. We're gonna exit here, and this will take us into Ebisu. It's my hobby, but it's still stressful because you feel like you have to continue to produce and create content. And although people aren't saying that to you necessarily, not to me, but I'm sure other people are, like, when's the next video? When's the next video? Well, it's a tough gig. I mean, if we have a normal life as well, and then you're doing this as your hobby, you got to think about the story. You can't just flip on the camera and go. Some people do, and that's their YouTube content, is they just do just completely off the cuff and just go. But I like to have something that's a little more thought out and creative. But that takes a lot of time and effort, and even just thinking up the thumbnail and the title, and it's just like, oh, it can be really stressful. But then that takes the joy out of it. It's supposed to be a fun hobby. Hobby is supposed to be what you enjoy doing. So anyhow, when I saw this More Than Likes thing, I thought about, wow, when I was a kid, we didn't have anything like this. I remember this guy in high school. His father was one of at least in the Northwest, or